conversation with a friend, and we were talking about setting up for the new year. And it was so funny because she like just bought a planner. She's starting to, create new habits for herself. And buying a planner was one of those things where she wanted to do because she was like, oh, I feel like it's the key. Other people they use it. I want to see if I can use it too. And I was like, definitely, I'm a big planner person. Like, just try and get one that's not expensive. Get something that is kind of like what you want and test it out first. That way, if it doesn't work, you not upset you wasted money. Like, I'm very much a person, save money if you can, especially if it's something new. Don't just throw yourself into it. Now, there are some things you should, but there are some things you should be, cautious about. And as we were talking, I was telling her, like, honestly, this time around, I want to go slow. Like, I want to take my time, use this time to reset properly. And it's so funny because when the new year starts, everybody's like, make a vision board, make a new routine, do this, do that. And it's like you're racing against time because you want to be ready before January 1st. But who says it has to start January 1st? Now, granted, I am an avid believer saying you should start before January 1st. You should just start now. But it's the same sentiment, though, after January 1st. Just start right now. Like, it's okay if you didn't make your vision board yet. You can still do it. It's okay if you didn't create a skincare routine because you're waiting to get paid so you can buy the products that you want to use, that you want to try out to make that skincare plan. It's okay. Like, we need to get back to the definition of what certain things mean. Like, reset is literally to start all over, to start something all over. And it's not an immediate reaction because you have to remember you have placed habits within yourself, whether they're good or bad, that you now have to break. It's going to take some time. And with this new year, I just feel so strongly it's time to go slow. This may or may not be for you, but if it is for you, take your time to make your goals. Take your time to set up the intentions that you want to continue, not just in this year, but within your whole entire life. It's okay to go slow because when you are going slow, you're more intentional, you're more careful, you're seeing things for what it is before it falls too deep. Because the worst thing you could do is to repeat the things that you've done in the past, to make the same mistakes you made in the past, to make this year feel like every other year before that, because you're rushing into things that you should honestly take your time in. Like, when it comes to your finances, you should take your time, audit yourself. What were you spending in December? Okay, look at what you spent in January and then make a budget from there in February. This month really should be more of a, what do I do and what do I want to change? Where do I want to be? Where do I want to go? And how can I get there? Like, I am a big believer in starting with what the goal is and then working backwards. So a great thing I like to say is if I want to run a 5K, right? Before I hit 5K, I need to hit 3K. Before I hit 3K, I need to hit 1K. If I'm a straight beginner, before I hit 1K, I need to be able to walk a mile. No running, just walking a mile, walking 3 miles, and then go from there. You should be putting daily steps within the goals that you're trying to do. Because if you're just gun-ho trying to do it, you're going to burn out. You're going to crash. You're going to literally stop doing it because it was just too hard, because it was too much too soon. I, in this month, plan on taking my time with setting up my goals, with really thinking about the things I want to do. Because honestly, this is the first year that I have not made a vision board, because the vision board that I created last year is true to this day. Those are things I'm still currently working on, which is not a bad thing. You don't always have to refresh something. Sometimes you just look at it and you need to just review, analyze, and make the new steps as you go. But if you're already currently working on the things that's on that current vision board, that last year vision board, you don't have to make a new one, because then sometimes it can make it feel like you failed. You didn't complete that vision, when that vision is still true. You just have to keep going, because there are some things that will take longer than others. That's just what it is. Big dreams take time. It's not microwave. It's oven. It's not a microwave meal. It's an oven meal. So you have to be okay with that. So I just feel to say, don't go into this year rushing. Take your time with the things that you want to do. Believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Don't look at what other people are doing as well. If you didn't watch the last video about comparison, go watch the last video, because comparison really is a thief of joy. We are in the new year. Now we have people posting, oh, it's first Monday. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. You need to be on it. You need to be on it. If that is not the encouragement you need, please unfollow those people. Follow people that resonate with what encourages you, what inspires you, what helps you to stay within a positive place to keep going. Now, everybody's not for everything, and this is why I say find what works for you. Figure out what works for you. Take your time in setting your goals. Maybe your goal is to run a 5K, but you haven't even ran a 3K. Maybe that should be your goal. But also too, if you have big goals, don't let nobody stop you from your big goals, okay? It's your life. Your life. Point blank, period. Shoot for the stars, because you might hit the moon. That's what they be saying. That's what the old folks be saying. You know, and it's true. So I really just wanted to come on here and say, take your time. If this is your time to go slow, go slow. Don't worry about what people are doing. You are in this race by yourself. You're the only person living your life. It doesn't matter what James, Jackie, Becca, Carol, I lost all the names I was going to say, but it doesn't matter what all of those people are doing. Focus on you. When you focus on you, the focus becomes you. When you focus on you, the focus becomes you. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Even if that means going ghost, even if that means taking a break from social media for the first month, do so. If it's going to help you get to where you want to go in your life, do it. Do it. But don't do what you think you should be doing based off of other people's opinions, based off of society's point of view, based off of social media. You don't have to make a vision board. You don't have to make a bingo card. You don't have to write things. Well, no, I believe in writing things down so you can remember. But you don't have to do every single thing. You can do the things that work for you, because that's a part of life. Everything ain't going to work for you. Everything ain't going to work for everybody. That's just what it is. Everything ain't everybody's cup of tea. So I say all that to say, go slow this year. This year, I really feel like you need to reset in a slow and intentional way. You really need to think about the things you want to accomplish, the things you want to go, the way you want your life to be. Outside of the noise, outside of what your family said, outside of what your mom and dad want, outside of your partner, outside of that, what do you want? Not just in this year, but in your life. What will it take to get there? Because understand, there will be some sacrifices you have to make. And that's the hard part. A lot of us don't want to sacrifice, but you're going to have to. But in this time, in this month, go slow. Really think about it. Write things down. And trust the process. Again, it don't matter what people are doing on the left or the right of you. It don't matter if that person is posting literally every other day or every day. If you want to post once a week, that may just be what you need to do. And you never know what will come from it. You never know. The only person you should be in competition with is the person you left yesterday. Yourself from yesterday. You should be striving to be 1% better every single day in the things that you're trying to accomplish. So, promise me you're going to take your time this year. You're not going to rush. You're not going to worry about what other people are doing. You're going to really focus on yourself, okay? Okay. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare, and how the hare was running faster and faster and faster and faster, but the turtle was going so slow to the point people thought the turtle wouldn't win? Do you remember how that story ends? The turtle won. Sometimes going at a slower pace is the exact thing you need to get to where you want to go.